Call the meeting to order, and if we don't have a quorum, can we do the acceptance of the minutes? Right, we can't until.
Well, yeah, we'll wait
Wait, okay.
on that part anyway.
All right, so we'll move right on to item number 3. Which is the underground tank removal. We got prices, Paul, from Samard.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it went up like $4,000 from when it was bid in February last year. We do have time to get the tanks removed. There was a random inspection, what, about 10 days ago?
Yeah.
Yep. And from what we are told, that we have until April, I believe. However, talking
Until
with
able to get the tank out.
get the tank out to
Okay.
meet DEP requirements.
Mhm.
However, Samards, if they're given the go-ahead, can more than likely get it taken care of before Christmas. They would take care of it before the end of the year.
Oh, great.
FYI, okay, and now Larry has already spoken up. Larry responded and to my email and gave his opinion that we should move forward on it. And again, I wish that we'd heard from the other guys, but at this point, I'll send a note out. You guys agree that, well, you got Larry, Larry's already suggested that we move forward. We want to give him the heads up to get it on the schedule.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, if they can do it before the end of the year, especially before it goes up another 4,000.
Well, that's what I'm concerned
Right.
about. And, I don't know who else we would call.
Right. Yeah. It's a big tank.
Yeah, and they have, they're familiar with it, whatnot, so. I guess what I would need to do is, we've discussed it here. I'll send another note out to Steve and Paul.
Yeah.
And just say, this is what we spoke of. Do you have any disagreement with us moving forward? And
Yeah.
then having Justin sign the contract and get it on schedule. Does that make sense, Larry? Larry?
Yes, it does make sense. And
Okay,
again, I think we should do it as soon as possible.
yeah, I will, I'll send a note out.
Time bomb still hasn't gone off yet then. Good, all right. Hold on, the time bomb.
You might have saved the time bomb.
11. That's
You must be having dinner. with the
Yes,
kid.
I would say. So I will send it, it may not go out tonight, but it will definitely go out tomorrow. And I'll get it to Justin as soon as I hear back from the two guys. And so that we can get it on their schedule. That would be good to get that taken care of. Another couple of items. Well, Randy had sent an email to you about was it the electrical. I'm trying to remember my,
Sent it to me.
yeah. Hold on, I printed them out. Oh, okay. Randy sent it to you back on October 24th. I'm trying to get a price on local earthwork. For the local earthwork for trenching the underground electrical. I looked over what the engineer sent and it's confusing with multiple options.
Right. And then I shared that with Eric Doobie, who's our civil.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then last I had was Eric said to Randy that he was around tomorrow morning to connect via phone. I assume they had. I guess they haven't. So, but Randy was copied in on that because
well,
he
let's-
was. I will respond to both of them and see if they've ever connected.
Because that's something also that would be. I don't know if it's something, I'm presuming we're wanting to get that taken care of as soon as possible, right?
Right. Yep.
again, also unfortunately, we've had some nice weather.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
global warming for the moment,
Yeah.
my caveats. All right, then I was contacted, I got an email and so did Steve. And this one slipped under my radar, so I will talk with Justin tomorrow. It says in most cases, the propane supplier will supply and install the tank and underground propane piping. Can you get in touch with the town's propane supplier and look in entering into a contract with them? So I will reach out to Justin.
Okay.
Anything else run on propane in the town?
What do you mean the firehouse? The,
Oh, does the fire department have propane that fires a furnace?
the Public Works Garage?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I
you
can't
definitely
keep
wanna,
track.
yeah, you wanna
What
definitely
they run on.
connect with
Yeah,
them. So
exactly.
I'll send a note, I'll request that from Justin, my bad, that email snuck right by me. And we're going to estimate costs for electrical entrance, heating, roofing and windows in this next phase. Masonry work will happen in the spring. That
Mhm.
makes sense for sure. Now, Paul, Ed and I went over, I think it was last Friday, we popped in, or whatever day it wasn't raining last week. And looking over this side and with that block wall that's kind of holding up the roof, because that was all removed.
Right.
If that's concerned, his thought was because there's a double lintel there,
Mhm.
that if it were Ed, he would come in and support those lintels with the forklift,
Okay.
cut that double 8-inch block wall back one block. And while that lintel is being held up, and then rebuild the exterior brick. So if there was a method that, so that the second lintel would be sitting on the brick.
But he would do that in the spring or,
Well, yeah, but we were just talking about what's the opportunity to fix that and not have to take the whole wall down.
right?
Just
right.
something to consider if that's the route that we're taking. He felt that it would be very doable. And then just whatever the interior of the opening would become and then veneer the exterior. So just a
Okay.
thought. And I have reached out to EcoChem about what they would suggest for removing I think there's several layers of paint
Yeah.
on there. And they've sent me a list of, I think, 4 products. 3 products, sorry. The only problem I'm having right now is because of the pandemic and all of the supply chain issues, they won't sell me just a quart of each to try. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get around having to buy a case of each.
Yeah.
That our distributor would have sitting on their shelf. But at this point, I think that's, I'll just keep trying to get that. We have some
Okay.
time to play with that, I think.
Because that work would happen in the spring,
Yeah,
right?
all of that would
With the
happen. in
masonry.
spring.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so what I'm trying to do is get some samples so that, with the brick that I think I have 3 brick. So that I would be able to try each product on there to see how difficult it would be. It, may not come off, it's, looks like it's, pretty hardy stuff, but we've removed some nasty stuff in the past with EcoChem, so there might be an option. Just keeping that in mind,
Okay.
okay?
All right. Great. All right. I'm just going back to the structural thing. I think I'm sending Eric Doobie an email. He and I have been trying to find a time that we can both get up there to look at things. So I'm just going to rattle his cage a little bit more on that.
Okay.
Because just to get his 2 cents on the whole scenario. So,
Yeah, just, we went over and took a look at it just to think if, Ed would say it's not doable.
Yeah.
But it's something that if he had been hired to price it, he would have priced it, so.
okay.
Because he does think that it's something that can be done. If that's the route that we want to take.
Yeah.
Well, there's, looking at the structural opportunities there, right? I mean, Paul, if you want to describe to Doug some of the challenge, have you gone and looked at it since it's been cut
Yeah.
back? Yeah, what are your
Yeah,
thoughts?
well, it's kind of a mess, but there's just it's sort of a puzzle. I still lean on the side of rebuilding, but obviously it needs to fall on the cost side of that equation in terms of what's easier to rebuild or to repair. But it's just not an easy solution.
No, either way, it's not.
Yeah.
So that's why, Steve and I were talking, just looking at options.
Right.
Wouldn't rebuilding be really expensive?
Could be the whole wall.
Could be, except we were talking about doing a stud wall with a brick in the face, but I don't know if I never saw a comparison from of the two prices of doing that from Nickerson O'Day, but now that the demo's done, I haven't heard any of their recommendations either. So
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can get Randy there to join us as well.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That way we just we're not trying to tackle that problem in May.
Yeah.
Kind of have a plan. Yeah.
Ed said it could be done.
Well, he thought that it wouldn't be an impossibility and just come in and cut, because it's a double block wall. Two 8x16 blocks. And one of those, the facing block could be just cut off and dropped and replaced with brick.
Right.
So
Right.
if that's what they want to do, and then infill the area with the stud wall. And then brick veneer that and do whatever you want on the inside, but it was just a thought that it's not impossible.
Right.
Is that on the second floor?
Second floor?
Yeah, and so who cares what it looks like up there inside?
Right. Just want it to be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound,
Mhm.
sound.
So,
All right. I'm asking them if they can do Monday at 8 next week. I'm just
oh, okay.
first thing. I think that would be good. But I'll see if anybody can do sooner than that.
Okay.
I guess it's only Monday today, isn't it?
It seems like the third Thursday.
I thought it
of
was
some of your
Wednesday
month.
or Thursday.
Right, feels like it. Yeah.
We all get through tomorrow.
No,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Put that in the rear view.
Yeah.
All right, next on the agenda. Any drawing comments or needs or updates or anything, Paul?
Nothing more than what we last met.
Okay.
Still waiting to get everybody together for more info and getting, so as soon as hopefully after I get everybody together, we can update things and decide on a direction.
Okay, yeah.
The exterior demo is all done.
They did do the other side.
Mhm.
I don't know. I have to check with Randy because they still, the exterior demo included the roof dormers.
Yep.
Those I think are still there.
I haven't looked out back.
Yeah.
I haven't been out back.
Yeah, it's been a week since I was out there, so I don't think the dormers are gone. And that was part of the exterior work, and of course, closing in the ends, to make sure that they're tight for the winter.
Yeah.
They would do that.
Randy has joined us. Do you have any updates on mechanical or anything? Paul?
I do not.
Okay. All righty. Do you have any questions, Doug? Larry, do you have any questions? Anybody? For Paul?
I have no questions.
Okay. Doug, do you have anything?
Yep. Well, I've been asking them.
Okay, all
I'm not
right,
supposed
so
to.
no, it's okay, you can ask. Do you have anything?
I don't think so. I don't have
Okay,
anything for
yeah,
Paul.
keep me posted on what you hear, and if I'm in the area, I'd pop over too.
Okay, as soon as I copied Steve as well on the
Okay.
email, so I'm trying to get everybody
good.
there Monday.
Okay,
So we can just look at things, and I am going to reach out to Randy as
Okay.
well and get a debrief. I've got some traveling on Wednesday, so I've got some time in the car.
Oh,
and
do you?
I can call
Okay.
him.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
all right, well then, thank you for joining us.
All right.
Stay out of the lines of fire tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to decide, do I want to go early or do I
I
want to wait
know.
till late? Let's see.
Yeah.
It's a very active voting environment here in Portland on the West End, and we have like
Oh.
25 referendums. It's crazy.
Oh, are you
God.
kidding? Really? We're lucky this up here. All we have is the one ballot.
Yeah, just one
Oh.
now.
No, yeah, no, we've got, because we can do these initiatives, so there's like, oh my goodness, it's like I have to decipher everything tonight.
Well, good luck.
To be an informed voter.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Okey
All right,
doke. Well,
great.
thank
We
you,
will-
sir.
We'll see
Thank
you guys.
you.
Thank
See you.
you. Good chatting with you.
Oh, do you have any days that you aren't good for the next meeting? Do you want
Oh,
to ask?
yes,
Yeah.
let's do that now.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
let's do that. Yeah, yeah, because this one,
See, now
this one
that
wasn't on
is
my
good.
calendar. I got surprised, but I was good. I missed it
Oh,
for some
no.
reason. Oh, no, it's okay. It was just a hectic day. I had a new employee start today as well, so that was good.
Oh, there you go. Wow, I've
Oh,
not
yeah.
heard those two words used together in quite a while. New employee.
I know. I found one. He found me
Wow,
actually. and
the
I'm like,
only one. Yeah, oh, really?
And his name is Paul.
No,
no,
really?
jeez.
Uh-oh. That's too funny. So now
It's
you're
a good
gonna
kid.
do the whole last name guy thing?
Yeah, I don't know. He just graduated that last May got his master's, so he's an architect. But he's it's good. It's good to have him. He
Very
started working
exciting.
today, and he's getting stuff done, so it's good.
Nice. That's always nice. All right, so what are we looking for the next, what are the town?
So
select board
if we're
meeting?
looking at the first week of December, is that where you want to go to?
Yeah,
The only thing that's booked is the 8th, which is Thursday. So the 5th is open, the 6th is open, the 7th is open.
okay. And what's the, when is the select board meeting?
The select board would be the next Wednesday after that.
Okay, so that's on the 14th then?
Yeah.
So are Monday nights okay for you, Paul, or would you
Yeah.
prefer?
Oh, yeah. No, Monday's great, and the 5th is wide open, so I'm good.
Okay, does that work for you?
That works for me.
That works for me as well, so why don't we
So-
plan on that?
Okay.
Okay.
On the town calendar on the 5th.
Okay, I'll send that right in. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Take care.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Night.
Good night.
All right, so the next is to review, the next item is reviewing and approving the Nickerson O'Day first requisition. I just can't bring your retainer. Yeah. I'm having my teeth fixed. My teeth fixed and they're hard to
You're-
talk with. Then
You're Invisalign.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. One thing I did learn, my words of wisdom that I shared with another Invisalign mom. And I said, you know what you don't do wearing Invisalign? Eat turmeric.
Oh, God, they
Bright yellow, it was hilarious.
God.
I took a little picture, sent it along, she's like literally laughing out loud. Okay, so,
Okay, you guys want more?
now what I wanted to explain is,
This is so I can take this stuff. You want to keep your bread, Maddie? Yeah, keep the bread. I can only take so much anyway, so I'll leave the bread.
Larry, can you
Yeah.
mute yourself?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I asked if you could mute yourself because I can.
Oh, yes, I will.
Thank you.
I will.
okay, Larry, what we're looking at, and I don't know how to show you this, but I think I can explain it. Nickerson and O'Day sent along their invoice. But I think back at the meeting that we had with the select board, I explained that they don't invoice us, they requisition or request a draw. And it's a kind of a different format. On the front page of this draw request it gives us the total contract sum that they have for this part of the work. The only thing that we have right now that we are agreed upon is the 175 not to exceed for the demo. And we haven't made any changes to that, so at the moment it stands at 175. Now, what he's requesting, total, what he is billing through October is an amount of $1,823.53. And that's when the question comes in, well, what is that for? That's when you go to page 2. And on page 2, Larry, there are 4 things right now broken out. The first is their fee. The second is their contingency. Well, their fee is $86,6250. Their contingency that they've set aside is $14,000. General conditions is $36,660. And then demo is $115,677.50. Okay. So at this particular moment, what he has decided to do is bill 10% of the fee of $86.01. Nothing on the contingency, which makes sense. And then general conditions, $1,737.52 for a total of $1,823.53. So he's telling us where his pricing is coming from. Okay, now I'm presuming that as we get into this project, we will have probably a line for electrical and whatever that budget is, a line for mechanical, whatever that budget is, and we'll be able to tell at a glance how much is done of any given thing. The electrical might be 50% done in a month, you know, that kind of thing. So that's why they do it this way. And then it gives us a running total of the balance to finish. All right, and as we've also have here is they provide us a waiver of lien saying that once we've paid them, they're waiving their lien rights. So that's what requisitions are made up of. And well, I'm gonna have to send it out because we don't have quorum. Does anybody here have any concerns about the amount of $1,823.53?
I do not have any concerns myself.
Okay,
So essentially, that's just what they've done so far
in October.
in October,
Yeah, so what,
taking apart the.
yeah, and they take apart the little bits that they did, and
Yeah.
basically what that would translate for, say, my requisition would be my mobilization.
Yeah.
What he billed us for is just getting ready. Now, the next one that I received, which should be within a week or two, will have a request for payment for the demo, whatever the demo guy is gonna bill them for the work that's done to date. But it's always through the end of the month. Okay,
What does that mean, general condition?
that's their job, their general conditions. In architecture, there are different divisions. Like, general conditions is the general contractor, in this case, a construction manager, that oversees the details, along with working with they're the kind of the coordinator of all the trades, including the architect and whatnot. So, then there's general conditions is like division 1, division 2, is generally the ground guys, because they come in second. They're the ones that do the groundwork. And then third is usually concrete. So we call it general conditions because it handles the general activity on the project that Nickerson O'Day is responsible for. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Any questions, Larry? Did I describe that okay?
Yes, you did. I have no questions.
Okay, good, good. All right. So Larry, as far as you're concerned, and I will reach out to the other guys, so you have no concerns about issuing payment $1,823.53.
No, I do not.
And Chris?
I'm good.
Good, Chris is good with that, and me too. I think that was a very reasonable request for billing. So I will send a note out to Steve and Paul. And then get that on the next warrant to be paid, okay? Their next meeting is this week,
It'll be
the following week. Okay, good. That gives me a little bit of time to hear back from the guys, okay?
Yeah.
Good.
so.
All righty, and I haven't gotten a bill from Paul, but usually when I do, I just send them out to you guys directly anyways, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so any select board updates, answers, recommendations or anything?
Nobody has asked anything. I mean, people, when they're up here, they see that we're making slow progress.
Very slow progress. Yeah, I wish Randy was here so he could update us on what he's got for a crew size
Yeah, yeah.
or when.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, but it is what it is, you know, when people ask me outside of this, I always tell them the same thing. It's the nature of the beast right now. We get what we get
Right.
and we can't, move any faster than
And what people will allow.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
And,
Our meetings are so packed. So we never do anything with that. With the-
Yeah. Yeah, you've got so many other things, and I think if it's just as long as we're being transparent about, what we're trying to do. And, that there is progress happening,
Yeah,
and the end goal isn't getting it done quick, it's getting it done to the best of our ability.
yeah, exactly.
We want we want to have the town have the best product for the money that we have,
Yes.
basically, is what it
exactly.
boils down to, okay?
Well, if I didn't come to these meetings, be all over you,
Yeah.
saying, what the heck's going on there?
I know, but
Why are you closing the building?
exactly,
Right.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you find these informative, so you know what we're struggling with,
Oh, yes.
okay?
Yeah.
It's so important that well, for me, to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Well, I'm glad he's here because at least I have a backup if anybody
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
start giving me a hard time at the meetings, he can at least say, like what people think that we can instantly fix a dam on Ottawagan.
Right.
Without any money appropriated. to
Right,
fix it.
exactly.
So, does that happen?
Yeah.
So those are the two things I haven't, convinced people that, municipal government is almost as bad as federal government, so.
No, it's true, it's true. It's hard because if you haven't attempted to participate, you have no idea of the details, you just
Yeah.
don't.
Exactly.
And I mean, I was guilty of that, with, having to stand in line to vote and all of that, you're going winding around and now I'm like, you guys take your time. It's okay. I'm good. I'll bring my coffee. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Exactly.
helping out for a while,
Yep.
It's hard.
We get
Hard
a
work.
different appreciation of it. so.
Totally. All right, fundraising, my friend. Yeah.
I submitted that request to
Cool.
Kennebec Savings Bank,
Mhm.
essentially asking for $100,000.
Mhm. Yep. No, and it was well
And that
done.
they'd have naming rights to, if they chose to donate that much to either the bell tower or the front facade, that
Yeah.
their name would be on every piece of
Mhm.
literature we put out about it.
Right.
And I had reached out to Gary LaPierre, who, did my home loan, and I've known him since college, and he said, oh, Amanda Cooley, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Handles all of these, so just reach out to her, and I reached out to her directly in an email before I sent in the paperwork.
Oh, okay, good.
And said,
Little heads up.
yeah, it's coming your way, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call, and these are the people I talked to, which, because Michelle Richardson's two boys graduated from Monmouth, so I reached out to her as well. So I'm hoping that because there's some Monmouth ties.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
Billy Hill lives in
Right.
Monmouth.
Right.
Or Hillbilly as we used
But
to
yeah,
call it.
yeah. As we say,
So-
it's hard to picture him
know.
retired because when I worked with B, he and Candy was still together.
Yeah.
Candy was there
Oh, yeah.
too, so that's
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that, between all of that, they'll, come through with something. I know that they gave money to Cumston, the Friends of Cumston Hall to do the lighting project. I think they got
Oh.
like $25,000
Really?
from
Cool.
Kennebec Savings. So I'm hoping that.
That would be good, if we can knock
would-
off
yeah.
one of those two. that'd
Yeah,
be
and
great.
so I'm gonna work this week. I've got some time. I'm gonna work on. There's no set form for Bangor Savings. You just kind of compose a letter
Oh,
asking for things and then you send it off. So I'm gonna work on that and
Okay.
just take bits and pieces out of what I did. for
right,
Kennebec Savings.
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of a format to
Yeah,
organize it.
and
Yeah,
send it to Bangor Savings and see what we can find,
okay.
you know.
Every little bit helps.
So since they did have a bank in Monmouth
Mhm.
and they still have an ATM here,
Yeah.
maybe they'll toss us some money
Yeah,
too.
that would be good.
So that's the next thing. I'm going to do another Facebook post since it's getting closer to Christmas about the
Yeah,
throws.
Mhm.
So, and
those are
letting people
tan,
know.
right? Those are.
They're kind of
A natural.
that off-white,
Mhm.
natural cotton
Yep.
color with a maroon stripe.
Okay.
And so the other thing I'm gonna say in there is that if people live away, I'm gonna offer free shipping,
Mhm.
ship them on my company, so.
There you go.
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
just say, it's more donation from me. just-
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
disappears into my UPS account,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, no, I hear
And
you.
I'll ship them to them if they're not close to meet and get them. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Okay.
So if people from away want them, so
Okay.
I'll do another one of those. But other than that, that's all the excitement I have, so.
Okay, I have heard from Lori. And she says, I have another alum contacting her about naming a window.
Okay,
And if we can write up something, I will put it in the alumni page of the,
In buying a window,
yeah,
buying a window.
Yeah.
essentially.
yeah,
you know,
I mean,
And I've had the same, in fact, I guess I had a conversation with her yesterday. She will send $2,000 for a window.
that's what we settled on,
Yeah.
right, is 2,000.
There's a way to, I don't know where to send it.
yeah, you send it to the town and I would put Academy Rebuilding window purchase
Yeah.
in the memo,
Yeah,
but you mail it to the town PO box. Everything, all the checks.
everything goes to
them.
them.
Yeah,
So at this point, what she says is, pardon me. Very difficult. She has 3 of the large former library windows taken.
yeah. And so my mom wanted to
Lori
do
does?
one. Yeah, yeah. So, and my mother wanted to do one.
Oh, really?
So there's 4,
Mhm.
so.
Cool.
But it was 2,000, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, essentially, we just have to write a Facebook post and say, I'll type up something and
Yeah, if we have,
and then
do
I'll
we,
send
do
it
we
to her.
have the levels for the different sizes of the windows?
So I would say 2,000 for all those big library ones, right?
Yeah.
And then go down from there and then go to like this side. Trying to see what's over here. So if we And I'm pretty sure there's like two windows over on the side. There's
Yeah,
this
the little,
window,
yeah,
and then there's two, I think, over on this side,
Okay.
upper and lower. Because there's an upstairs window, I believe, isn't there?
There's a couple of them. I think.
Yeah,
Let
so,
me look. If I have,
but those, so there's essentially 8, because there's 3 and 3, and then the 2 front, so that makes. Yeah,
It's 8 big ones.
there's 8 big ones for the library.
thought I walked around this building and.
You might be able to look at. I might be able to go back and find the plans from Nickerson and O'Day. Look at those,
Okay,
what we have. What else we have. So,
I can help with writing something up by a count of, and we have an idea of what we'd like to charge for each one of the windows.
yeah,
There's 4 back.
There's 4 of them in back.
yeah,
But they've, you know, they've filled in the window with a, and made a smaller
oh,
window.
yeah, exactly, but they'll be getting bigger, yeah.
Those, yeah,
So-
those will all be
They'll
large.
be getting bigger.
Yeah,
They're gonna go to
they're
the
gonna go
size
back
of
to
the
the
original.
original size, so there's 4 along the back of the building.
And then I
And
don't know.
I don't know if we're gonna put windows back upstairs there, so.
Upstairs where?
Like on the ends, on the second floor, I don't see
Oh,
any
yeah.
sense, but whether there be a window up there just to make it.
I think they're gonna be louvers. Instead of windows up
Yeah.
on the gable ends.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
think
like,
those are gonna be louvers.
there's like a half round. thing
Right, yeah.
Up there.
yeah,
I think that's a louver, but I'd have to look. What I can do is let me look on the drawings when I get home.
yeah,
I'll look
yeah.
on the drawings and then I'll send a note out to say these are the window dimensions.
yep,
The
yeah.
quantities, and then we'll assign something of value to each one. Thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'll look at the drawings.
Oh, I've got this is the main room right here, so it
All right,
looks like,
so-
so 8 in the library
The
and
2 narrow end wing windows are cool.
Yeah.
These ones here.
yeah,
I think that's a door, so there'll be 2 windows there. I would say that would be the same on the back.
there's that side, here's the front. The door in, and it looks like
Looks
what
like there's 2
there,
openings there, yeah.
2
And then like,
right
let's
side, and then 4
1, 2,
across
3,
the back.
4, right? Side here, so
Yeah.
we're just replicating.
Yeah. 2 and 2, and 4 on the back, so
And don't, is
those little ones on the side, that one and that one, so,
what I'll do is I'll get the, this is a more mathematical way to do it, is get the square footage of each window by, I can go in and look at the
Yeah.
window detail
exactly,
and then do the math based on the 2,000.
Yeah.
What do you think? That'll do?
exactly, I
Okay.
think that, you know.
Now,
or
are
if we
there
did-
windows in the foyer?
Those I was counting as the library windows.
okay.
So there's 6 library, because those look out from inside the library
Into
into
the foyer?
yes.
So there's 8, there's. 8
There's
library.
essentially 6 in the library, and then the
They're
2
in the
other,
library. They're in the library too.
yes, because they're in the library that
They're
look
just-
out onto the porch.
Right.
Yeah. And so, I mean, because my kind of thinking, if we did 15 on these, because those essentially, and they're gonna be the same.
Right, yeah. So one,
And
two,
maybe the
three,
little
4, 5,
ones.
6, 7, so 8 of those.
Yep. 15 on those, since they
Mhm.
won't be as prominently displayed,
Right.
and then the little ones, the skinny ones, 1,000.
No, yeah, okay. So that's a
'Cause that's
total
kind
of,
of-
that's 18 windows?
And
How are you gonna decide who, like, who gets what space? Like the lady who wants to do the window for Nance and me.
yeah,
She wants prominent.
we'll arm wrestle for it.
All right.
So I think that if she's doing, that, then we'd just say, all right, there's these windows, but we can't, we'll just figure out where they go in there, because if they're all in the library, they're all gonna
They're all
be in the prominent space, the main space, and that's why I'm thinking that if we're doing the 4 back windows and then the 2 and 2 on either ends aren't really prominent, but size wise, they're still big
Yeah.
windows, so having them be
Somebody in the
$500 less. Yes, exactly.
So would you want your window in the-
I don't want mine in the bathroom, but I can think of some people I would want theirs in the bathroom, so.
Mine would be the little eyeball.
Yes, yeah, so. Yeah, that's kind of my thought on those, but, I think that worked.
Okay.
Well, and there'll be a plaque on every window, won't there?
Yes.
Yes, that's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that would work. So do you want to rate something, or do you
Yeah.
want,
Yeah,
to rate it?
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's
Yeah,
great. And then-
2,000 for the library,
Yeah,
and that's 8 of those, and then 1,500 for the side windows.
yeah.
What
End
part
walls.
of that?
I
End
don't know.
walls?
End walls.
And those are 8,
Yeah. Yeah, counting the 4 in the back and then,
and then the
yeah,
sides.
exactly.
Okay. And then 16, and then 2 wing windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're smaller, right?
Yeah,
They're
they're
narrow,
smaller,
but
so
they
they're
still got the
tall.
height,
Yeah,
and those are fairly prominent because they're right where the doors are.
exactly.
So size and location's not so bad on that, and so
Yeah,
that would be a good deal
exactly.
for 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see if I can write something up.
Yeah, then we can get that posted to the alumni
Okay, yeah.
page and all of that fun stuff,
Maybe I can do, grab some copies of
yeah,
that.
those, yeah, exactly.
Alrighty, no, that's exciting that those are going, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Those
Every
can sell
bit helps.
doors.
How about bricks?
Some people do that.
Yeah, but bricks in the wall.
In the wall, yeah. And see it now.
As opposed to steps.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
okay.
crazy.
All right, so anything else for fundraising?
I can't think of anything else
Okay.
right now, so.
All right, and we've set the time in the agenda for the next meeting, which will be Monday, December 5th at 6 p.m. Okay. Okay, public,
Okay.
any comments?
No, you're so good at it. I mean, honestly, when you started, you're at, it is.
Yeah, good Lord, I know, because I know absolutely
And
zero about the process.
what you've done.
Thank you.
There's so much with construction. I mean, that's the valuable part between, it was like assembling a team in my head.
Yeah.
Who, because I knew we needed somebody like Steve.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
He's a treasure,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then I had to it wasn't hard talking him into it, but it
No, I
was,
know.
it was,
He does a good job.
but you know, I had
And
to
I didn't
spell it
know
a
he
bit.
was related to Brown.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
Charlie
funny.
and
Yeah.
you were married forever, so he's, you know, so,
So-
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Good people.
yeah,
and they-
exactly.
He lives right in the,
He lives in the big house
Mm.
and Charlie lives on the corner of Painter Road now.
oh, he lives in the big house.
He lives in the big house. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Where are
So-
all the garage, all the.
Yes,
do the
where the
trucks.
Morton buildings are, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
So,
Where the frame is standing out there. The truck frame is,
oh, yeah, from Tyler's diesel
yeah.
mechanic stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And who's up in the mansion?
I think they're Caleb, the oldest boy who's,
Yeah,
You know,
Caleb
vegetarian.
and, they'll move in as soon
They'll
as
move
it's
in there.
done.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
right,
they're
right
living
now
in
they're
another
living,
house.
yeah. Yeah, well, right now they're living down in the village, the Frontier Village.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot about
yeah,
it.
exactly.
I thought it
So,
was a shambles.
well, they did.
Oh, no,
Stevens
they fixed it up.
restored it. Stevens and they have all restored it
Oh,
for the most part.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Caleb and Libby are living there for now, and then they'll
Yeah.
move into the mansion,
yeah,
the old chick place.
yeah, exactly. Yep, so. They've got quite a, but more so than the Sanborn clan on Maple Street, so they've got more of a, the word I'm looking for, a. We call it like we're.
Commune?
Yes, commune. I'm like, we're a cult. I've lost my words some days, so, oh, gosh.
There's a Flaherty commune up on the Turkey Lane, or that's not
Yeah.
Turkey Lane. but, Turns into Turkey. Lane.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
and there's a Hudson Lane too.
yes. All right, so we're gonna, we can't make a motion to adjourn, but we'll adjourn at 6:50. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
What do you want to do with all?
I can collect them and I'll recycle them.